I'll start. Just extremely disappointed. Feel like we let the fans down. Feel like we let ourselves down. In a game where we felt like we should have been up on at least a couple goals, to give one up in the last 5 minutes of the first half. So far from what we have worked on and worked very hard to try to negate, and then in the second half to give up a free kick, and that kind of undoes us a little bit, and not even have I think the right amount of courage and fighting us to get one back when we should have. So, like I said, very disappointed.
John, what do you think even at halftime from what you were saying to your guys, why do you think that they weren't able to resummon the result that they had in the first 30 minutes when you guys were really taking it?
I don't know. We took our foot off the gas for sure in that last little bit of the second half, and really we had it. We felt like we created the chances. We're dictating the game, and it's a couple tiny plays that seem so inconsequential, and yet they lead to something. And that's look, credit to Sporting Kansas City, because they take advantage of those little things. They believed in that and thought they could come back, and in fact that happened. But at halftime, I don't think anybody in our locker room would have said that we would have gone out and given up 2 goals in the second half and not gotten at least 1 or 2.
John, what did you see in the chemistry between Moby and Jeff? Maybe how they were working with Zach, especially on those 2 goals?
For me, I'm going to have to go look at it again and again, but I don't think the chemistry of Amobi and Jeff was in question at all, especially with look, on the first one, I'm going to have to go look at it again, but I don't think that was one of those 3 guys' fault. Zach makes a great save on the first one, and we got to track back runners, we got to jump on second balls, little things. But ahead of that, we gave the ball away when we had tons of time and space to play. We didn't challenge for a header at midfield. Little details that are letting us down, and that can't happen.
John, can you talk a little bit about the starting 11? I think some people were expecting to see maybe Connor out there, or Baki, and Gabe moves up to midfield and Ray plays left back. Can you just talk about the formation in general?
Sure. Well, Ray's been really good. So, and I think hopefully you guys can write about it. I guess you'll write about anything you want to, but you'll write that he played a good game today, and he did. He was very good defensively. He had arguably one of the best guys in the country in our league to try to negate, and I thought he did a great job. For us, we feel like Connor's had a good preseason, but we wanted to press, and we did. That's not playing to Connor's strengths. We feel like Connor still needs some time to get integrated. Same thing with Baki. Baki's had a solid preseason, but when it comes down to it, and again, we're going to go play a 90-minute game where we know we're playing the 2-time defending Eastern Conference champion, and we feel like we're going to take the game to them. Our decision was to go with Amobi.
So Baki, was it just a scheme issue? Is it a fitness issue at all with him? Or?
No, look, it's I've said it. They were tough choices. You guys get to write that they were the wrong choices now, but in the reality, it's the choices that a coach has to make, and I'll take full responsibility for that.
John, one thing that seemed to work well was pushing Gabe Farfan further forward. Is that something you'd like to see more of?
Yeah, look, everything that we thought we could take advantage of worked. And it worked not for a couple minutes. It worked for a whole, almost the first half. And if we execute on the chances that we have, I think we walk into halftime up 2, maybe 3 goals. And that, unfortunately, didn't happen. Then it's a matter of us managing the game, reading critical moments, and execution. And on the flip side, that's what Sporting KC did tonight. I'm looking at stats here, And, you know, we have attempts on goal right now 17, and they have 7. You know, I mean, we pushed the game the right way. We did what we wanted to do. At the end of the day, we didn't execute.
You talked about an early goal, and then the team starts to go downhill. You're talking about turnovers and lack of challenge in the midfield. That's Brian Carroll, his territory. It's his first game as captain. Is that on him? How much is that? And then what
No, I thought Michael Lahoud and Brian Carroll were really good, and you know, you're playing against a very good midfield trio, and I thought we did a good job there. So I don't think that's where this game was won or lost.
Despite the result, what kind of moment is to come back and have Sebastian come back and score a goal in his first game back?
I mean, I can't think of any way to, you know, feel good about anything that's just happened. So, I mean, I'm glad Seba's here. I'm glad he scored a goal in his first game back. But the fact is that this is a team sport, and it's, from our perspective, it's unacceptable to play at PPL Park and lose the way we did.
John, after that first goal, it looked like you were kind of imploring your guys. Was that just a sense you had that, hey, let's go out and get another because of the talent that they have on the other side?
Absolutely. We had them on the ropes, and you can't let a team like that off. You know, there's a reason they're winning so many games. There's a reason those guys dig down. Part of me feels like it's not the exact same feeling I had, but when we played DC last year, you know, where we have such a good, you know, start, and we do things, and you feel like you got to be in a game where you're winning, and instead, you know, you walk in the locker room tired at halftime. But even then, no one's worried, no one's panicked. You know, I honestly, I wasn't even worried until that second goal, when it feels like, you know, maybe a call should have been called the other way. You know, I don't know how on that play. I'm not blaming the referee at all, but I thought there was a definite foul in front of our box. And then the ball comes back down, and now foul is called on Shannon. And then it's something as simple as just losing a man, you know, and that can't be the difference for us, because we're not going to be, you know, we're not going to be world beaters. So we have to absolutely maximize, you know, being good in both boxes. You know, we had a couple really good corner kicks today. Got on the end of some of them. Unfortunately, we didn't put those in the back of the net either.
On that second goal, with Zach being a little bit step slow, is that something that you work with, that you guys have worked on as far as coming out, when to come out, when to stay, on those kind of situations?
I just looked at it, and basically one of our guys gets picked. And, you know, Zach, he comes for that, but he can't come that far for it. And if that player is marked, he doesn't get a free run in front of the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, from the top of the box, that, you know, Roselle gets a free run at it. And that can't happen.
What did you see from Keon today? Obviously, any assist? How would you assess it?
I mean, I really liked Keon. I thought he had a really good start to the game. But, you know, I don't want to be critical of any players, but, I mean, the fact is that we all have to be better. And, you know, it's a 90-minute game, and we have to play it that way, because despite our good start, we have to finish things. And certainly we didn't do that. All right, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open. Sign.
Sure,